Good morning and welcome to the Lifebox Media Channel Radio Podcast. Taste my esteemed pleasure to have on recording artist Alex Freeman. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
How you holding up through all this pandemic stuff and everything and this thing starting to open up?
Um, Honestly, I've been doing great. I have written the most songs I've ever written in a year, and I've just been working nonstop, and it's been pretty great. I mean, I know not for a lot of other people, but for me, it's been pretty good.
No. Sometimes things need the ingenuity to come. As by the way, and I just checked out your video because they advanced it out to me as being media and very creative. I left comments when it comes out, which by the way, your music video for Paper Mask will be out May 29th. Nice job on that. I love the creativity.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
My comments exactly are, very well done. I like the tone. I liked everything about it. You have to watch the entire thing to understand it. And
Yes,
I really feel that you'll climb high if you keep this creativity up.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Really interesting.
I'm sorry, go ahead, please.
It was based off of the Lost Boys movie from the 80s, and we wanted to take some of the eeriness and the vibe of it and create something that resembles it, but is still new in a different creative way.
Now, Lost Boys, that's a little bit before your time, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. It was actually my director's idea to create the theme of it. It's my director's favorite movie. So he was like, what if we do a Lost Boys theme? And I was like, I'm so down for that.
Had you ever seen the movie?
What?
Had you ever seen the movie?
Yes, I've watched it a couple of times. I watched it with my dancers. I watched it with my parents. I watched it by myself. Like, we watched it several times to make sure I could find all the favorite parts that I wanted to incorporate in the movie, in the music video.
I love that. I love the idea that you wanted to put it together because it is one of those things. Where did the skate idea come from?
Me and my mom were talking about like ways to make it different and interesting, and I could not skate for the life of me before shooting this music video, and neither could my dancers. So we all had like 3 rehearsals where we just went roller skating and fell on our face until we figured it out. And honestly, it came mostly from TikTok because it was trending to have there's so many different TikTok trends about roller skating, and we're like, that is so cute. So we ended up just putting it into the music video.
No, see, I thought it was great because I don't know when it was filmed and it doesn't matter, but you kind of really incorporated the the masks and everything else involved in it. You kind of had a lot of people, kind of put together in different areas and spread out stuff. I think it was a really good idea that you could close off things and kind of make it the way you did. And sparkly mask didn't hurt, by the way. That's really cool. But no, so I think it was cool. I mean, I'm not the greatest skater. I can go around in a circle. Don't ask me to stop real quick because I'm in trouble. Can you ice skate?
I can ice skate.
See, I can ice skate, but I can't roller skate. So that doesn't make any sense. But
I feel like ice skating is easier. I don't know why roller skating. You got 4 giant wheels. You can't lift your feet up. I think that's the issue.
Did you have a contingency plan if you face bumped and had a black eye or something?
I have an amazing makeup artist that is very good.
There you go. Great answer. Tell me a little bit about the song Paper Mask.
Well, I wrote it in May of last year, and I wanted to write on a topic that everybody could relate to, and it was during the beginning of COVID, so
Right.
We were hearing that they don't really know what this disease is. It's just killing people, and putting pieces of paper on your face are going to save you, and I thought it was crazy, so I brought it to my writers, and I was like, okay, how do we create a song that's not directly on the topic of COVID, but still touches on it so that anybody can relate to it?
Right.
And we ended up with Paper Mask.
Nice. Now, how long did it take you to pen this? Are you one of these cats that sits down and says, "Okay, today I'm writing," or is it when the moment spurs you, when the good Lord gets you, or is it all the above?
It's kind of all of the above. It really depends. I know that I have scheduled, like, I had two co-writers on the song, and we did it over Zoom. So we did have a scheduled time on that, but we did take some time separately by ourselves, just sitting down to think about what can we add to certain parts to make it better, and then we would just text back and forth our ideas.
Like
But
that. Now, are you a big people person? Do you normally have like a big crew around you with non-pandemic times?
I love collaborating and love having a crew around me. But I do like to have more of, like, I prefer it being like three people maximum to collaborate, because I feel like everybody has so many amazing ideas, and if there's so many people in a room, it'll be thrown around. Not everybody will hear it, so I feel like I love having smaller groups so that everybody has an equal share of opportunity and opinions into the song.
You only can put so much into 2 minutes and some seconds, right?
Exactly.
I understand that. And your answer, by the way, fits right in with most of the great singer songwriters that we've had on the show, that say, it's kind of an idea of all the above to put into the pot to do that. Very few people can sit down and Lionel Richie it and make up like Lady in like 3 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a little hard to do. But I mean, I like the idea that you just kind of like you were planning things out so quickly and such a quick time that it really put it together and it actually fits on screen too, which people are going to see. So by the way, it's catchy. It hasn't got out of my head yet, so
That's great.
very. I'm going to be walking around at the store later humming your song. So
Yay!
that's pretty cool. So what have you been doing? As far as the fact that during the pandemic and everything else, what have you been doing away from work to try to keep your head clear? And are you Netflixing it or what are you doing?
Well, I love watching Netflix for sure. I was studying my vampire movies to figure out how to make it like the coolest vampire themed music video ever. I'm very creative, so I definitely paint and draw and watch a ton of Netflix. That is not even a healthy amount. And I don't do much, honestly. It's like music, art, TV, and then that's pretty much it. So um, I'm that's pretty much everything.
Okay, are you out of school?
I I'm homeschooled, but I know that in Florida, today is the last day of school. So,
Ah, good times for you already.
yeah,
Are you looking at touring as things open up to push the new song and the new video?
absolutely. I would love to tour. I definitely want to build up my audience a little bit more and release a couple more songs before I do, which will definitely be the case too, because I don't think I would tour until 2022.
Right.
But I love seeing that so many artists are going to be getting back out in 2022, and there's so many of my favorite artists that are coming to Orlando, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to go see the concert so bad.
Now, let me ask you a question. So, obviously, who were, or first, I should say, who were some of your influences in music? What were your ideas when you started putting things together and you decided that this is what you want to do as a career?
um, Otis Redding, Sam Cooke, Amy Winehouse, Christina Aguilera, and Ariana.
I just can't believe that you just said Otis Redding and Sam Cooke, and you just stole my heart right there. I mean, you put the king on there, and I'm already there. Boom. I mean, geez, your parents raised you right, girl.
Oh, definitely.
And Amy Winehouse. Well, you look who she looked at. So
Yeah.
she was awesome. So that's crazy. I would never have. Never. I tell you what, though, you do have a bit of a soulsy sound back there that carries. I can see that to the Winehouse influence, which also kind of goes back to the Ready and Cook thing because you kind of have that echoing in you kind of have that storytelling in you, and that's really cool. That is something that you just don't can't buy out of a box of Cracker Jacks. So I mean, that's really cool. But I mean, you got me. I'm never speechless. But you said those two names, and I was like, wow. Um, who do you listen to? If you were driving down the road right now, who would be on your on your music list right now?
Okay. Rihanna, Rule, Ariana, Madison Beer. That whole group. I listened to like 10 artists in total, and I think I've named all of them within the past 5 minutes. So,
That is great. So if you were looking at going in a way back machine, since you listened to great artists way back in the day, um, who would you want to record with?
oh my God, that's an amazing question. I Sam Cooke, or I love his music and his phrasing. So I would probably say Sam Cooke. Yeah.
What's your favorite Sam Cooke song? Give me one or two. Come on now, show me your cred. Come on.
Oh my goodness. A change gonna come.
I knew it. I knew it.
It's
uh,
just like,
Go
it's
ahead.
beautiful.
It is. And you want me to make you laugh? You know what my favorite Cook song is?
Let me hear it.
Chain Gang. Chain Gang.
I don't even know if I know that one.
That's the sound of the man working on the Chain Gang. You know that song?
I don't. Oh
Oh
my
my
goodness.
gosh, you gotta listen to
I
it.
gotta go listen to
I'm
it.
telling you, I got you, girl. See that now? See, yeah, see, I love that. And that's just kind of the deal. That's a great pick. Sam Cooke's never been picked before on the show, so you're a first on that too, Alex. Uh,
Awesome.
um, he's been mentioned before, but he's never been picked as some new. Okay, so how about somebody? How about a female back in the day, or somebody back a long time ago that you would pick to sing with?
Probably Etta James.
Wow. Wow, she just hand grenading me here. Jeez. Okay, how about now?
Now, well, for male, I would say Rule, and for female, Ariana Grande. No, I take that back. Christina Aguilera.
Okay, well, go big or go home. You know,
Exactly.
I like that. No, that's great. You have a very educated, eclectic idea of music, and that's really good. That's why you should do very well in this business because of the fact that you have talent and you're educated in music. That's really good. Now, as far as the fact of sitting down and putting songs out there, are you going to release several songs this year?
Most definitely. I think I have three coming within the next couple of months here. Um,
Ooh.
I wrote over 50 some songs this in 2020, so I have so many to come, and I want to release all of them because I haven't been able to release for the past 3 years.
Now, how long have you been recording?
I've been recording since, oh my gosh, it's been a really long time, since I was about 7 years old. So I've been writing since I was 5, so I kind of just have been working on music for as long as I can remember.
What did your folks say when you say, "Mom and Dad, this is what I want to be when I grow up"?
Um,
Or
I
they,
was always singing and always like performing and dancing and always being like the entertainment in the room. So my parents, I was like, I want to sing, and it's what I love to do. And my parents were like, okay, what do we do to help you move forward? And they've been super super supportive all of the way.
that man, you can't ask for better than that.
I know,
When you really hit it big, you better make sure to hook up Mom and Dad.
Oh, most definitely.
I can see that now because of the fact that you're so young and you're getting out there and you kind of broke a lot of songs during pandemic time. You break songs during pandemic times. I knew when we talked about touring, but with the idea of you performing, I like the idea that you go on your YouTube and you talk about songs you talked about Paper Mask. I think that's good. Do you always go on your social media and talk to your fans?
Most definitely on Instagram. I used to post on YouTube every week, and then I realized, like, you know what? I need to discover my brand a little bit more before I post on YouTube and have very consistent content on there. Because Instagram, it's a couple pictures and a caption of whatever you're feeling that day. And on YouTube, you have to sit down and make a video. And so I like to live stream, so I can kind of like go with whatever anybody says. And like the other night, someone asked me to sing Rihanna, and I was like, okay, what Rihanna song do I know? And like instantly sang it. So having live streams and Instagram and like Instagram stories, being able to connect with my followers and friends on social media, I think is so important. But I'm still waiting on like YouTube and all the other content platforms.
I saw that, and I like some of your posting on it. So just to let you know that you've done very well. It feels nice. It
Thank
feels
you.
comfortable. When you listen to it, it's not annoying. It's not over the top. No, you handle it very well. And I was
Thank you
watching.
so
I mean,
much.
I have two. I'm one of these workaholic guys, so I have like 20 things loaded at the bottom, right? And I have two different YouTubes of you in different spots. And so just going over some of your things and listening to how you talk to your fans and everything else. So you keep that idea up as far as work wise. If it's on Instagram, that's great, wherever you're doing it, but keep up the style because you do very well at it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I mean, well, you sit back, you're like your Oprah on a talk show. You're like, well, this is what I'm doing, and this is what Paper Mask is about,
Right.
and you start talking about it, and you could have floored me, and I suggest everybody go check it out, but watch the video first on May 29th. But
Yes.
and where will that be released? Where would that be released? On your website, on your page? Where would it be released?
It will be released on my website and on YouTube. My website is Alex Freeman Rocks. You can find all of my social media platforms there, and pretty much anything me can be found on my website.
Now you mentioned that's awesome, now you mentioned TikTok. So are you one of those cats that sit there and just kind of has fun on TikTok?
I love TikTok. I think it's a very interesting platform, and you never know what you're going to see, which sometimes can be a little bit scary. But
Right?
I definitely I try to post quite a few times a day. But for me, I'm not one of those people who loves creating like social media content. For me, it's like I'm going to write a song today and write maybe four others. But when it comes to posting on social media, it's not my forte.
It's a lot of work, girl. Trust me.
Crazy.
I don't like editing and I don't like posting. Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah.
But no, I understand that definitely, and that's so you do it with the creativity part and just add a little bit of fun to it.
Right, for sure.
That's
I
very
think that following the trends and then also just doing whatever content you kind of feel like for the day sometimes can be way more fun than just posting consistently for like promoting a song. For me, I know that I posted like Nobody's Business, and I was like, oh my god, what if people don't like this? Like, I don't want to be like shoving it in their face. So just like, for example, doing a TikTok dance with the hoodie on of my merch, I felt did way better and was way more likable than just constantly screaming at someone to stream a song.
and you're saying buy the shirt. No. Hey, how do you think you pay the bills, man? Come on now, everybody go check out our new merch too, right? I mean,
Exactly.
that's very cool. Where can we get your merch at?
You can also find it on my website, alexfreemanrocks.com.
I have no problem with cheap plugs. Uh, no, that's really cool. No, I like the idea. I think that the organic videos like that with maybe just an idea of having a little bit of fun or whatever is a great idea compared to, and I'm sure most of them compared to the contrived ones, the organic ones are the ones that are going to take off anyway.
Right.
And the idea that you're likable, people are going to dig you because of the fact that they see you over time, talking to them and everything else. So that's a good build up there. Now, being in Orlando, are you a big Disney fan?
I so I'm originally from New York, and I gotta say, I have gone to Disney more when I lived in New York than when I have lived here, and I've lived here for about 6 years.
Everybody
And
says that. Everybody says that.
yeah, it's really funny. I think because when you live in Florida, in Orlando at least, people talk about it so commonly, like every day, like like, everyone's like, this weekend I'm gonna go to Disney. You want to join? And they'll be like, maybe. I'll see you if I want to. Because everybody's gone a billion times if you've moved here. Like, most people have gone a lot, and that's sometimes the reason behind when they move. Like, for me, I love Disney, but I don't go super often because everybody talks about it, and you're like, I don't want to go. But there's so many people.
And there is a lot of people. Most times it is packed, unbelievably so. I'll tell you what. Going over some of your songs, by the way, tell me a little bit about Spiderweb.
Oh, the cover of Spiderwebs. Oh my god. That was really fun. I was going through different stuff on, I have Guitar app where it's like tells you all the chords for everything.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, okay, what's a song that I can do that I really like? And it was International Rock Day. Yes, it was Rock Day. And I was like, oh, I love No Doubt. So I was going through and I was like, Spiderwebs, I can do that. So I just wanted to put my own twist on it. And I had really fun. I had a ton of fun doing it, and my audience seemed to really like it. So it's a very fun cover to do.
I thought you did a very good job on it too. I didn't know the song first. I had to go do the research after I heard you do it. So to me, sorry, No Doubt, it'd always be your song. Because I know their work, but I just didn't know the song. So,
Yeah.
somebody sit there and say, oh man, have you ever heard Spiderweb? I was like, yeah, that's that Alex Freeman song. So, yeah, and no Doubt might have covered it too,
Yeah.
So, a little fun there, but the truth, I actually didn't know the song, so that's what kind of happened out of that. Now, we have a couple of fun questions that we throw out here as in the show. So, steak or lobster?
Steak.
All right. Comedy or horror?
Comedy. I'm super jumpy, so comedy.
I guess you won't be going to see that new movie that's out, to Get Out 2 or whatever it is.
Oh God, no. So I am a very loud screamer, and I'm incredibly jumpy. So no horror movies for me.
Okay. Do you like going out and going to a movie, or staying home watching TV?
Going to a movie.
Going to a movie. Rock or country?
Rock.
All right. Just making sure. Just making sure. Just checking things out there. Now that's cool. Now, the beach or a cabin?
The beach. I love like all water sports and like surfing and being in the water. So definitely beach.
I said the second time this week. When I stand up on a surfboard, I'm a happy man. I just hope every time I don't fall.
Exactly.
Are you a good surfer?
Not really.
So
I can snowboard, but I can't surf. At least very well.
That's the New Yorker in you.
Yes, exactly.
Right, I understand that as well. So obviously you pick the beach on that. So you like sunshine or winter? You're a sunshine girl.
Um, that's harsh. I do like most of the winter sports, but I like sun because like it's in Florida. There's like 3 days of the year that it's cold, and where I'm from in Syracuse,
Ooh,
9 months of the
Oh
year
my God.
is freezing. It's painfully cold.
Yes, I've been to Syracuse many times in the winter, and I'm still my knees and back are still paying for it.
My apologies.
Well, because it's cold up there, man. I mean, I don't mind the cold, but that's real cold. I mean, that's not, it's 35 degrees outside cold. That's like minus numbers temperatures cold, when double digits, and you start worrying about, if you can breathe tomorrow, Yeah, for sure. Definitely cold. But no, I appreciate that. Appreciate you playing along with us. As well. We just have a little bit of fun there on it. Now, as far as the fact of the video coming out, when are we looking at this? Your next song may be coming out.
My next song is probably coming out in like 6 to 8 weeks.
Nice.
So I want to keep it following up pretty often.
That's well done. That's great on there. I'll tell you what. I mean, with Paper Mask, and the video coming out, I think the video is going to get received very well. We're definitely going to share it without a doubt.
Awesome.
We've enjoyed it. Now we're in 52 countries. We just added Morocco to our list. What do you want to say to the
What?
fans that are listening to you out there? That I want you to get out there. That you want people to say, "Hey, man, look, who is Alex Freeman?"
Oh, that's a good question. Um,
I do my best. I try.
I would say when people like say like who is Alex Freeman, I would say like an artist that wants to create music that anybody can relate to. Like, for example, if I have a song that I am super angry in, I want them to be able to scream in the car with me. And if I'm like having a really emotional song, they will cry with me, like all kinds of people to relate to the music. And that's what my biggest goal as an artist. So I hope people will be like, yeah, she has super relatable music.
I like that. I like that. I'm gonna tell you something. Most people don't know. When I'm recording in the studio, I always have the TV running in the background and it's off. And every once in a while, the TV will talk back to you. When you mentioned Sam Cooke and Otis Redding during the TV, the Hitmakers thing, music popped up on the TV by a commercial on there at times, and I think that's a good omen for you. So I'm going to share that with you on the air. So I think literally because it was just randomly on a commercial as you mentioned him, it popped up, and I think that's something that I think that I don't believe in. And it just happens just because it happens. So I think that you've really got something here. I think you can
Thank you.
really you keep putting it together and keep working hard at it. I mean, it's hard business, but you have a great aspect of things. Don't ever let anybody dampen that fire because you got a great drive and really good creativity, and to put the stuff together, obviously with a great team. And it was hard to do like videos and stuff and keep going during those times, and you to write
Yeah.
a ton of songs. That's something you never want anybody to dampen. So I'm gonna give you a little piece of advice there. You keep that up no matter what. You said you get angry, you get hot. Put that into your music because of the fact that you're doing a good job.
Thank you so much.
Where can everybody catch you at social media again?
Okay, so my social media Instagram is Alex Freeman Rocks, and from there you can find like everything. But my YouTube is Miss Alex Freeman, which is where the Paper Mask music video will be coming out on the 29th. And my TikTok is Alex Freeman Official, and I think that's all of the social media platforms I have.
And of course, if they want to buy your merch,
Yes, you can find it A in my Instagram bio or B on my website.
that is awesome. You've been such a pleasure to talk to. Ladies and gentlemen, go check out May 29th, 2021, Alex Freeman Paper Mask. The video will be out everywhere. You're going to dig it. Watch it till the end. Put the whole thing together. Don't skip because it's a really good song, good video, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. And there's a lot of creativity in the song and the video. Thank you so much for coming on. You've been a real pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it.
Lifebox Media Channel, Alex Freeman. We are out.